Hey, what's up everybody? My name is Mike, and today is a pretty cool day for me because I'm finally going to put this Case 1840 that I restored over the course of a couple of years to work. It's got 7.5 hours on since the rebuild, and it's really just been driving around my property, lifting up some random stuff, but it really hasn't done some actual work. So today, a buddy of mine, he's got a dirt pile that needs moved, so we're going to help him out. To do that, we need to get this smooth bucket off of here, and I got a kind of old ratty tooth bucket over here we need to get on it because that'll help us out getting that dirt moved. Yeah, I know, it needs some work. I think this one came off an 1845C, but missing quite a few, 3 teeth in the center, but it's gonna be better than nothing. It's a 72 inch. The proper thing to do would be to load it up on my trailer, but I'm tempted because it's so close to just drive it on the country roads. There's really not any traffic, so I think that's what I'm gonna do. So yeah, I did decide just to drive it on over, so we are on our way to get some work done. All right, guys, got you set up here on the skid steer. Here's the pile. A lot bigger than it looks. See what we can do here. Now's a good time to fill you guys in why I'm over here. I'm doing this for free because he's a buddy, first of all, but it's not only helping him out, but it's going to help me out. And the reason I say that is because I've done so much work to this machine, top to bottom, machining of the pins, everything, all the hydraulic lines. I've touched every single section of this machine that I need to trust it. And for me to trust it, I need to put some work in with it. So that's why I'm here today doing this to help both of us out. So hopefully that kind of gives you some background of why we're doing this. You kind of hear it there. Every time I dump, the bucket makes a clanking noise. And that's because this bucket is so worn, the pockets where the locking pins go down from the quick attach plate are wore out, which makes it loose and clank every time I dump it. At this point in the job, I'm starting to wish that I had Area Diesel Service who rebuilt my injection pump. I wish I didn't tell them to keep it at stock horsepower. At the time, that was probably the best decision. It still probably is the best decision, but I definitely could use some more horsepower. Part of my issue is this bucket is really just too large for this machine, but it's doing a decent job considering the situation. I'm trying to get really full buckets. I feel like it makes me trips. I apologize, you guys can't hear me very well, so I'm having to voice over this. Basically, I was saying that I'm trying to get the bucket as full as possible, so I have to make less trips over to the dump area. The terrain between the pile and the dump area is pretty rough, and it's especially bouncy on this machine. I also want to say that I don't claim to be an operator. I'm just a young man learning how to run a skid steer, I can fix the machinery better than I can drive it, but I'm getting by, and as time goes on in this job, I'm getting better. So please be nice in the comments. I'm making some progress on it. And it's getting windy. Performance anxiety. Don't fast forward too far, because here in about a minute I'm going to have my first failure. Hey, this is why I'm doing this. Well, she stopped dead right here. Ignition won't do anything. I was digging in the pile. Well, I already investigated it. Let me show you what it was. It was something I caused. I already put it back, but didn't get a very good solder job apparently. So that's on me. Luckily I can probably still use it. So anyway, thought I'd show you that. I really wish the camera would do it justice just how big this pile is. I mean, I'm no contractor by any means, but to me this is a big pile. We're making a little bit of progress on it. I'm rambling on in the video and I can't even remember what I was saying at the time, but watching this back, it makes me think about my strategy and what's the proper way to go into this dirt pile. I think it's best on the machine to have the loader arms against the frame, but this machine just doesn't have enough horsepower to push deep into the pile, so I have to use the tilt and even the lift function, which the lift function has me a little nervous because I don't know how safe it is to lift and push at the same time. off, and it's kind of dusty. It's allowed me to really look over it for the first time and see if I got any leaks. A couple random drops here, but I don't see. It might have just been oil spilled on previously, and now the dust is accumulating, the oil is accumulating the dust, but really I don't see anything concerning at all. So that's, other than if that battery cable is the only thing that happens in all of this after 2 years worth of work, I'm gonna be pretty dang happy. I got you guys mounted on the boom. This might be a bad idea, but gives you some first-hand look. I've definitely improved in my skill about getting into the pile. Also seem to getting into some easier to move, like topsoil here. But get a couple more loads over there, and then I probably need to grade that out. But I'll show you a couple scoops from this perspective. Notice the buzz, sounds like a vibration every time I operate the tilt function. I didn't know what it was at the time, but it ended up being something really minor. Just one of the steel hydraulic lines on the right side of the boom was touching the metal and vibrating against it, causing that noise. So very, very minor, and it sounds really bad in the video because of the vibration through the frame and how I have the mic mounted. From this perspective, you can really see how bouncy the ride is, and I don't know that I'm really complaining. It's just the only thing I have to compare this against was about a $100,000 100-horse track machine. I rented it for a week. Much smoother, but we're really talking apples and oranges here. We definitely made a pretty big dent in it. There's still a lot of dirt here. Sorry about the wind. I don't know, we took out maybe 15 feet of it. So it did pretty good. Other than that battery cable, nothing has shown its face, so I'm happy about that. And then doesn't look like much on the video, but it's a fair amount of dirt. This is sped up 20 times, and at this point I was really feeling my inexperience. It just felt like it was fighting me, and I couldn't get the dirt where I really wanted it to be. Turned out great in the end, but I could really feel it here. Alright guys, I'm going to call it quits for today. Let me show you how we ended up on the grading. I left it a little high in the center because it's probably going to settle. But we put a pretty good swath of dirt in there. So just a little high right in here, but I think by the time it settles, that'll kind of work its way out. And then, as far as the machine goes, overall, really happy with it. Formed well. The only thing I guess that I would say I don't like about it is of how bouncy it is, but I think that's probably just characteristic of a short wheelbase machine. But it's very maneuverable. So one thing I'm really excited about is after all of that work, I only had 2 failures, and both of them are very minor. The battery cable deal, and then if you notice this is loose, that's spring loaded. The parking pin, there's a circlip that holds the spring in. The circlip popped out and went into the boot. No big deal at all. The only other thing, I was getting some of the, you probably heard it in the video, some vibrating, and I need to bend this line away from the loader, so that's what's causing that. But other than that, it performed just great. So it actually, look, it's actually dirty, so I don't think I'm going to wash it. It looks pretty good in its working clothes. All right, guys, well, the wind's picking up and dust's flying in my eyes, so I'm ready to call this one quits. I hope you enjoyed seeing the Case 1840 put some work in. We'll see you on the next one. Take care.